Wilson Morales from Black Film and TV. Dominique, how are you?
I'm doing very well. Good to see you.
Yeah. So you're in this movie. There's a bunch of actors in this movie. A lot of them I've known, including you. You know, what was it that made you say yes when you went out for this role?
I mean, I said yes before I even read it. Like my spirit said yes. Shaka got an email saying that Shaka was working on this story and he wanted me to play Deborah Johnson. That Lakeith and Daniel were already attached. Ryan Coogler and Charles King were producing it, and I was like, wait. I had to reread the email. Like, is he saying that it's mine, or do I have to am I auditioning? I didn't know, and I had a meeting with Shaka in like a cafe in Brooklyn, and he said he wrote it for me and to read the script and let him know what I thought about it, and I read it, gave him a whole long email about everything I loved. And I said, I have 2 thoughts, but I don't want to overstep. And he said, you can't overstep. You'll be playing her. Let me know your notes. And that's kind of how it kicked off. So, I mean, spiritually, I wanted to do it. I loved it. I was excited before even reading it. Then I met Shaka and I was extremely excited. And I asked him if the family was going to be involved. And he said, we're working on that. We're working on that now. So that was my only trepidation. I'm a little bit nervous. I pray that that they will want to be involved. And then reading the script, excited. And then him saying, your voice matters. And initially he kind of said that. And it was a done deal.
How much did you know about Fred Hampton going in, and how much did you learn afterwards and during? Obviously, once the family got involved, did you meet with them to get an idea about how the mom is?
Yeah. Well, I had only heard about Chairman Fred Hampton in the Black Student Union at Pace University. That was the first time. I didn't know much about him. But I knew that he had been assassinated at 21 and that he was in the bed with his pregnant wife, and that she covered his body. That was the extent to which I knew. And then when it came to me about the movie, I was reading A Taste of Power by Elaine Brown, and she was a Panther in the Oakland chapter. So the chapters are very different, but I was reading that, getting kind of a little bit of the woman's perspective. And then before we filmed, we went to Chicago to meet the family, and we sat around the table for over 7 hours, and Chairman Fred Jr. wanted to know why every single one of us wanted to do this film. Then Mama Kua pulled Daniel and I to the side and kind of sized me up a bit. Daniel, she was like, oh, he's speaking my language. I like him. And she was like kind of giving me the side eye. And then by the end, I gave her a hug. I said, I hope you know my heart. She said, I do. I just had to give you a hard time. So I started off just developing a character by journaling, adding music to each scene, writing the poem that's in the movie, writing other poems for every moment that they shared together. Their first kiss, I named his dimples. It was just really things that I was doing instinctively. And so when she came to set and she said, that was the Deborah Johnson up there, you did that, it made me feel good because there's not a lot of footage of her, at that age. It's just me going off of my instincts, and for her to see herself in me was that I needed.
And briefly, because there's not enough time, I was working with Daniel because, you have to establish that chemistry so that we, the audience, can buy that these are 2 couples in love who's ended in tragedy because they couldn't fulfill it.
I honestly, because we had to do that really intense 12-hour trip in Chicago, sitting next to each other for the whole time, hearing each other's stories, I think we were just open. The way he galvanized me while I was there, and it inspired me. And I said, how do I rise to the occasion to be that Deb for his Chairman Fred? And we were both open. We knew that the story was bigger than us. We began to trust each other and have fun and confide in each other in ways that I haven't with other castmates. And so we really just allowed ourselves to be open for the energy to exchange. I would watch how he took up space, and then we would ebb and flow, and it was a lot of fun. I said I want to do a rom-com with him next.
Dominique, obviously, I followed your career from get-go, deuces, night comes on, so hey, you keep doing your thing. We're always here to support. I'll see you in your next project.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.